which was moved over to Arma 3 before eventually being licensed to Sony Online Entertainment to be used in H1Z1's King of the Kill. After securing funding, PlayerUnknown decided to develop his mod into a standalone game, and Battlegrounds was born. The premise behind Battlegrounds, you along with 100 others are dropped either alone or as a duo onto an island and into a Hunger Games style fight to the death battle until only one person or team remains victorious. After you parachute down onto the island, a white circle will appear randomly on the map, restricting the gameplay area, and players must make their way into the circle before the timer expires. Once the timer expires, a second blue circle will appear around the entire island and begin shrinking in towards the white circle, and players caught behind the blue line will begin taking damage. As the match continues on, the playing field shrinks smaller and smaller, forcing the remaining combatants into a close quarters combat. Before playing Battlegrounds, I had no prior experience playing the Battle Royale mod on either Arma 3 or King of the Kill. The only things I had to compare it to was DayZ, and this game does have very much a DayZ feel to it, and my many hours spent playing Ark's Survival of the Fittest. Now, despite looking like DayZ, this game in my opinion plays nothing like it. I'm going to take some heat here, but I was never a DayZ fan. I thought the game controls were clunky, and the inventory management was always very awkward for me. I didn't run into any issues in either control or inventory management in Battlegrounds. The controls are very straightforward and are similar to most FPS games. The inventory management is also very easy and obviously built to accommodate very quick looting. You can drag items to their designated spots or click on them to immediately equip or attach them. Your character can equip 2 rifles, a sidearm, and 1 melee weapon, along with a helmet, a protective vest, and a backpack. And items can be switched from the gameplay screen using the number keys or by using the mouse scroll wheel. As far as the most important factor, the gameplay, I cannot say one bad thing about this game. I had an absolute blast playing it. It was exciting, it was disappointing. At times I had rushes of adrenaline and at times fits of rage. The game can be very strategic, but the fact that the weapons randomly spawn and the point where the playfield is moved to is randomly placed, a lot of times, much of that strategy gets thrown out the window as you make a mad dash for the circle. I found out pretty quickly I'm really bad at this game, but I am getting better. I attribute that to the fact that almost all of my shooter experiences have been on console in games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, and the weapon damage and control just does not correlate. Getting shot even once in this game is deadly and can immediately lead to the end of the match for you. Another thing I really liked about the game is the speed of the matches. They're not fast to the point that they are arcadish, but not creepingly slow like a simulation. It's somewhere in between there, and it just feels right. And once you die, you're right back into another match within minutes. I have to give 2 big thumbs up to this game. I cannot wait to play it again. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is currently scheduled for release later this year on PC. Will it be released on console? I couldn't locate a definite answer other than a quote from a community manager that ports to other platforms will be looked at after the PC release. Thank you guys for watching.